Good afternoon. Welcome to Zoology first year class. Before taking the class, I am giving some weightage talking about the weightage. The LAQs already we completed from the cockroach, means the cockroach two LAQs we completed. The parasites 3 are there, 3 important, more are there, but 4 are important. Already we discussed, the first one is called as a Entamoeba histolytica. The second one is the man phase, means the plasmodium life cycle in man phase, and the third one is the plasmodium life cycle in mosquito phase or RAS cycle. Now today we are going to discuss about the Ascaris. Next, from the last lesson also LAQs are there. I am saying that you learn it from these 2 lessons. Easily you can get 2 LAQs. Already I discussed the cockroach now. That cockroach 3 questions, and the parasites these 3 questions, 4 questions. You learn it perfectly. Easily you can get 2 LAQs. Clear? Next. Next, now we are going to discuss about the next last, means the next parasite, that is called as a Ascaris lumbricoides. Ascaris lumbricoides. Yeah. These parasite is this Ascaris lumbricoides, commonly called as a round worms. They are round in structure. That's why we call as a commonly they are called as a round worms. They are looking like a round. That's why we call as a round worms. These Ascaris belongs to the Ascaris are also called as a Nematihelminthes. It belongs to Nematihelminthes or Ascaris. Here. Next, this is the Ascaris is the monogenetic pseudocoelomate bilaterally symmetrical animal. Bilaterally symmetrical means the monogenetic means what about the monogenetic? Its Ascaris life cycle completed. For the completion of the Ascaris life cycle, it requires only one host, that is the man. That's why we call it as a monogenetic. One host is required for the completion of the life cycle. That we call as a mono. That's why we call it as a Ascaris monogenetic. The pseudocoelomate means the false coelom is present inside of this. That's why we call as a pseudocoelomate. And the bilateral symmetry means we can cut into the mid sagittal axis. We gain 2 equal halves, 2 laterals only we can get. That's why it is called as a bilateral symmetry. And this Ascaris is having the sexual dimorphism is occur. In this, sexual dimorphism is occur. What it is means the male before the phylums, the protozoa, other phylums, they are not having the sexes are different. First time here in this, sexes are separate. The male, female is there. That we call as a sexual dimorphism is occur. Next, where it is present means the Ascaris is present in the small intestine of man. Small intestine of man. This is about the introduction of the Ascaris. Now we are going to discuss about the structure of the Ascaris. Structure. It is having the structure is having the male and female differentiation is there. Both of them are having some common characters are there. What it is means they are cylindrical in shape. Here they are the common features. What it is means they are elongated and cylindrical in shape. Elongated and cylindrical in shape, And here the anterior end is having the mouth, anterior end having the mouth. This mouth is surrounded by the three chitinous lips. Three chitinous in the male and female, both of them are having this one. The near the mouth, ventrally, exterior pore is present, or excretory pore. Excretory pore is present near the mouth, ventral side. These are the common characters in the both male and female. Next, what the differentiation is there in the male and female, we are going to discuss. First, I'll draw the diagram, and after the diagram, I will explain the structure of the structure life cycle. In the LAQ, they'll ask the structure as well as life cycle. That's why structure also important. Just observe the diagram. This is the male. This is having the curved tail is present. Above the curved tail, cloaca is present. Near the cloaca, they are having the copulatory spicules are present. This one is mouth. Mouth is surrounded by the chitinous lips, and near the ventral side, near the mouth, excretory pore is present. Next, here the cloaca, the curved tail is having the cloaca is present. The cloaca is having the hair-like structures are present. They are called as a pineal spicule, or also called as a copulatory spicules. Pineal spicules. They are helpful in the copulation. That's why we can say it as a copulatory spicules also. Here, that is made surrounded by the cuticle, and this one is about the male Ascaris. Next one is female. Here in the female genital pore is present 1/3 place. Here the 1/3 to the animal that is having the opening is there, that we call as a female genital pore. What's the main difference in these means? Both of them are cylindrical, but they are having the curved tail is present. Here we are write it as a curved tail. This is the main difference. Curved tail is present here, and the females are smaller than the females are larger than the males. Here, this one is straight tail is present here. The curved tail is having the opening cloaca. Above the cloaca, pineal spicules are present. This is about the structure. Means the males are having the curved tail is present. Above the tail, cloaca, pineal spicules are present. and the females are having the straight tail is present, and the 1/3 place the female genital pore is present, and the females are larger than the males. Here, next we are going to discuss about the life cycle. These are the adult worms. Actually, these two are the adult worms. They are present in the small intestine of man. These two are present in the small intestine of man. They are mainly the undergoes the copulation. Male and female undergoes the copulation in the small intestine, and the females are releasing the 2 lakhs of eggs per day. I said here that eggs we call as a mummilated eggs. Clear? With that the life cycle will be started. Both the male and female, both of them are populated in the small intestine of the man, and the females are releasing the eggs. That eggs we call as a mummilated eggs. Why we call as a mummilated eggs means I'll draw the diagram of. This is also important diagram for the for this one, and that is mummilated eggs. Now, here it is having the curved rippled surface is present. That's why this is called as a mummilated egg. The protein coat is present outside, that is having the curved or rippled surface is present. That's why Ascaris eggs are called as a mummilated eggs. I guess this is looking like a outer side is looking like this of the mummilated eggs, and outer side it is looking, and the inner side it is covered by the 3 layers. 3 sheets are present. Outer is called as a protein coat, that followed by the chitinous shell and the lipid layer. Here, see. This is the outer protein coat is there. The protein coat is inner side, followed by the chitinous shell is present. This is the outer side, rippled surface of the protein coat. And next, I draw the lipid layer. The surrounding is called as a, that we called as a chitinous shell. This one is protein coat. Outer is called as a protein coat is present. Next, the second layer that we call as a the chitinous shell. Next, the inner layer is called as a lipid layer is present. Here, the 2 marks also important. Why the Ascaris eggs are called as a mummilated eggs means that is covered by the rippled surface protein coat. That's why we call as a mummilated eggs. Here, the rippled surface is there. That's outside. That's why we call as a mummilated eggs. Next, next we are going to discuss about the life cycle. Start the life cycle. Just I am drawing small y means the board is not sufficient. That's why just you observe this. These are the adult worms. Here, these adult worms are the releasing of the eggs. These are adult Ascaris. Adult adult worms. Next, they are producing the eggs that we call as a mummillated eggs are producing. Here it is the mummillated eggs. These mummillated eggs are comes out along with the fecal matter and inside of the soil. It is these this 2 lakhs of mummillated eggs comes out along with the fecal matter and inside of the soil the development is occur. Development occur in soil form first stage rhabditiform larva. First stage rhabditiform larva. Inside of the soil only, they are formed as a larva that we call as the first stage rhabditiform larva. This first stage rhabditiform larva undergoes the first molting. Write it here. First molting. This undergoes the first stage of the rhabditiform larva. First stage rhabditiform larva undergoes a molting. Means they lose the outer side skin that we call as a first molting. First molting is occur. And they are formed as the second stage rhabditiform larva. It is formed as a second stage rhabditiform larva. Or rhabditiform larva. This larva attack the new host by the contamination. Here, attack new host by contamination. New host by contamination. Yeah, see this one? Here they enter into the new host and inside of the new host, they are enter into the intestine. I draw it like here only. The enter inside of the small intestine and they dissolve the inside of the surrounding sheath is there. That sheath will be dissolved and the parasite will comes outside. It means second stage rhabditiform larva is contaminated to the new host and that enter into the new host the small intestine. With the small intestine is producing the enzymes. With that enzymes, the cyst wall is ruptured. Here, cyst wall ruptured. This release larva undergoes the extraintestinal migration, means they are comes out from the elementary small intestine. They goes to the circulation through the hepatic portal vein. They enter inside of the liver. Enter the liver by hepatic portal vein. Hepatic portal vein. From this, they enter inside of the heart. Extraintestinal migration means that actually they are present in the intestine, but they are comes out of the intestine and in blood circulation. Through the blood circulation, first it goes to the liver. Now next it goes to the heart. Reaches. I'm writing here reaches. Heart by post-caval veins. Post-caval veins. Here, next, from the heart, it goes to the lungs. No space, that's why I'm drawing small. Reaches the lungs. By pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. Now it is inside of the lungs. The alveoli is present. Inside of the alveoli, they undergoes the second molt and third molt. Inside of the first molt is occur in the outside only. Outside the inside of the soil, the first molting is occur and form it as a first stage rhabdity form larva becomes as a second stage larva. Next second molt is occurring inside of the liver and the heart and in the intestine. No molting is occur. Next it is inside of the lungs alveoli. Second molting is occur. Second molting is occur and form it as they form it as a third stage larva. Third stage larva. This third stage larva inside of the alveoli only undergoes the third molting. Two molts are occur in the alveoli only. Third molting. And form it as a fourth stage larva. Fourth stage larva. This fourth stage larva comes out from the lungs, comes out from the alveoli, and they reaches to the again the small intestine. How it is means the first stage larva, fourth stage larva comes out from the alveoli and goes to the first bronchi. The bronchi opens into the trachea. Next, from the trachea goes to the larynx. I will write it. No space is there. That's why I'm writing again. Fourth stage larva. This is comes out by the bronchi, trachea, larynx, glottis, esophagus, stomach, small intestine. In the small intestine, they undergoes the small intestine. They undergoes the last and final molting that we call as a fourth molting. Fourth molting and form it as the young ones. Here, young ones are formed. These young ones are within 8 to 10 weeks. They are formed it as adults. Here, the space is not there. That's why I'm writing like this. Just to try to understand. The third stage larva formed in the alveoli. Fourth stage larva also formed in the alveoli. In the alveoli, how many moltings? 2 moltings are occur. 2 moltings are occur and form it as a third. Next, if here it is from the small intestine to here this small intestine. This total is not present inside of the intestine. This is present outside of the intestine. That's why we call it as a extra-intestinal migration. Extra-intestinal migration. This is about the Ascaris. One more time, I'll explain. See this one. Here the first, the fourth adult worms are present in the, where it is present? In the small intestine, they are present. They are populated inside of the small intestine and the females are releasing the mammulated eggs. How many? 2000 mammulated eggs are released. That is having the repelled surface is present. That's why we call it the mammulated eggs. The along with the fecal matter, the eggs are comes out and the inside of the soil they undergoes the development occur in the soil and inside of that they are formed as a one larva. That larva is called as a first stage rhabditiform larva. This first stage rhabditiform larva inside of the soil only undergoes the first molt. Molting means they loses the outer skin and form it as a the new stage that we call as a molting. See, like this first stage larva undergoes the first molting and form it as a second stage larva. Next, this is up to here. They occur in the outside of the, outside means inside of the soil they occur. The second stage larva is the infective stage to the new host. Here, in that time only, they can enter into the new host and along with the contaminated food and water, they enter inside of the small intestine and in the small intestine, number of enzymes are produced like a trypsin. This with that enzymes, they dissolve the wall. Means the mammulated eggs are having the chitinous shell now. That shell will be dissolved and they are comes out to the from the intestine to circulation. They are comes here. Next, through the circulation, they goes to the first the liver. Here, enter the liver by which blood vessels? Hepatic portal vein. Through the hepatic portal vein, they enter inside of the liver. This one is liver. Here inside of the liver, they enter, and from the liver, they goes to the through the circulation. They goes to the heart. By the to the heart, how it is? The through the post-caval veins. The post-caval veins, they are collecting the oxygenated blood. Now that through that one, they enter inside of the heart. From the heart, next they enter inside of the lungs. Inside of the lungs, number of bag-like structures are present. They are called as a alveoli. This inside of the alveoli, next development is occur. From here to here, no development, just they are circulating. From the small intestine, they comes out and goes to the liver, and next heart to the lungs. They enter inside of the lungs, alveoli. Next development is occur. Next two molds are occur. What are they means? The second mold and the third mold. The first, it undergoes the second stage rhabditiform larva, undergoes the second molting and form it as a third stage larva. This third stage larva undergoes the third mold and form it as a fourth stage larva. This larva try to comes out to the lungs, means that actually the fourth stage larva is present in the alveoli. They comes out from the lungs. How it is comes out means through the bronchi is there now, this one through the bronchi enter into the, from the bronchi they are enter into the trachea is enter into the larynx the opens into the esophagus by the glottis, and from the esophagus they goes to the stomach. Lastly, they enter into the small intestine. Inside of the small intestine, last and final mold is occur. That is called fourth mold. With that mold, they are formed as a young ones. These young ones, within the 8 to 10 weeks, they are formed as a adult worms. These are again inside of the small intestine. They are copulating, starting the cycle. Here, this one is about the life cycle of Ascaris. Next, the structure also we discussed. The structure is important in this question. The diagrams of the Ascaris adult worms are important. And the next diagram, mummillated eggs. Next, the life cycle. Here, this one is about the life cycle of Ascaris. The next, why the VSAQ already I said one more time. I'm saying this one. Why the Ascaris eggs are called as a mummillated eggs means they are having the protein coated with a rippled surface. They are having the outer side rippled surface is present. That's why we called as a mummillated eggs. The line is also important. You see this one. Here it is started with the small intestine. Here, same between the two intestine, which life cycle is occur, that we call as a, that is present inside of the blood. That's why we call as a that extra intestinal migration. Here, what is the pathogenicity means? Here the mainly they are abdominal pain is occur, and the slightly fever is occur by this one. This is about the pathogenicity of the Ascaris. Clear? One more time, I will show the structure and the mummillated eggs. See this one. See, starting is this one. The first, the introduction, what it is. They are having the mainly the Ascaris commonly called as a white round worms. They are round in shape. That's why we call as a round worms. They are belongs to the phylum Nematihelminthes. Nematihelminthes. Here, and these are having these are pseudocoelomates. Pseudocoelomates, and the sexual dimorphism is distinct. Male and female worms are different. What is the common features in this one means they are cylindrical in shape, and the anterior side, the mouth is present. Mouth is covered by the 3 chitinous lips, and the excretory pore is present. Both of them are near the mouth, ventral side. Excretory pore is present. Here, this is the common features. What is the difference between the male and female means the simply male is having the curved tail is present and the female is having the straight tail. Above the curved tail of the male having the cloaca is present. The above that one hair-like structures are present. They are called as a pineal spicules. In the female, the 1/3 place, the female genital pore is present. Next coming to the formulated eggs. The both of them are copulated inside of the small intestine, and they are releasing the eggs. What is the structure of this one means? The outer side, they are having the protein coat that is followed inside by the chitinous shell is present, and the inside the lipid layer is present. These are present in the along with the fecal matter. They are comes out and they are inside of that. They are developed as a human. Here, next is the this one is about the life cycle of Ascaris. One more is also there in the parasites. That is the Wuchereria branchofti. That is not that much important. That's why I'm not taking that. Up to here, we finish this one. LAQs, the parasites LAQs are completed. Which LAQs we completed in the parasites? One more time, I am saying parasites. Biology in human welfare. The parasite life cycles are there. Which parasite life cycle we discuss means the first one is the entamoeba. This entamoeba last time the final exam it came. That's why most probably it is means it having the chance, but the most probably it is not coming. Next is the mostly coming questions are the plasmodium life cycle in mosquito or the next one this one. Here the compulsorily you learn it the Ascaris life cycle and the Ross cycle or plasmodium life cycle in mosquito. Plasmodium. Two questions are there. One is the man phase. Man phase is also not that much important. Most important is the mosquito phase. Mosquito phase and the Ascaris. Among these two, compulsorily one will come. Clear? Sorry, Ross cycle I didn't wrote. Mosquito phase. Are also called as a Ross cycle. Next, Ascaris life cycle. You prepare these all the LAQs. The entamoeba is also you learn it. Entamoeba also sometimes they give also. That's why the just slightly you practice this one also. And the remaining this one is plasmodium mosquito phase Ross cycle, and this Ascaris the very important questions. If it is not coming, the man phase is also will come. That's why with this, the inside of the parasite biology in human welfare, we completed the total LAQs. Now, in this lesson only, the one more SAQ is there. The already yesterday we discussed about the adaptations of parasites. Here, the SAQs. Yesterday, the time is there after the explaining of the LAQ. I take the one SAQ that is the parasitic adaptations. Here, parasitic. Now we are going to discuss about the tobacco adverse effects. Here, what are the tobacco adverse effects means? Those are consuming the tobacco. That means the tobacco is what is the effect that one means? They increase the carbon monoxide level in the blood. Increase tobacco increase carbon monoxide level and decrease oxygen level inside the blood. Here, the means it is automatically carbon monoxide is increased inside of our blood, means automatically oxygen will be decreased here. And also they are having the mainly the tobacco is having the one alkaloid that we call as a nicotine. Nicotine alkaloid is present. Alkaloid is present. That is mainly what is the function of this one, means nicotine is mainly they are effect on the adrenal gland to producing the adrenaline and non-adrenaline. Adrenaline and the non-adrenaline are also called as a epinephrine. These are also called as a another name of the adrenaline is called as a epinephrine. Epinephrine or norepinephrine. Here, both of them are the fight and flight hormones. Means if those people are taking the tobacco, this tobacco is containing the alkaloid nicotine. They mainly stimulate the secretion of the adrenaline, noradrenaline hormones. These adrenaline and noradrenaline hormones are mainly causing the increase the blood pressure. Increase blood pressure. The blood pressure is increased, means that is causing the some type of diseases, heart disease, that is called as the automatically coronary heart disease. Is causing the coronary heart disease. Here, this one is about. Next, those people are achieving the means are it also the incentives through the cancers also. Here, those are achieving the tobacco. They are having the mainly getting the oral cancers. And also, this is mainly causing the cancers of throat, lungs, and lung cancers. Here, that means it is also it is also causing the tobacco, mainly causing the diseases like the bronchitis, emphysema. These are the respiratory disorders. Means this is mainly affect the lungs diseases, respiratory diseases like the bronchitis, emphysema. Here, and also those are chewing the tobacco, they are getting the chances the oral cancers. Here, this one is about the tobacco adverse effect. What it is, mainly the increase the tobacco increase the carbon monoxide level in the blood, and the carbon monoxide level is decrease the oxygen level, and it is containing the alkaloid like the nicotine that stimulates the adrenal, where the adrenal gland is present above the kidney. That adrenal gland is mainly the stimulating the adrenaline and noradrenaline hormones. These hormones are mainly affect the increasing of the blood pressure and causing of the coronary heart diseases, and also sometimes it is causing the gastric ulcers also. Gastric ulcers also caused by this one. Next, those are chewing the tobacco, they are getting the oral cancers and the other cancer like a throat cancer and lung cancer also. getting by the tobacco, and that is also that is causing the respiratory diseases like a bronchitis and emphysema. Here, next. What about the parasitic adaptations we are discussing yesterday? Here, the one more time I'll take this one. Parasitic adaptation is take this one. That one is parasitic mainly the parasites are present inside of the host. That time what will happen means the hosts are reject and resist the parasites. That time the parasites are developing some new structures that we call as a parasitic adaptations. The first they are forming the attachment structures. Attachment structures for the attaching of the host means for example, mostly parasites are present in the gut. Gut means the stomach or intestine, they are present along with the undigested food. They are eliminated out. That's why they are developing the attaching structures like in the Tinea solium. They are forming the hooks, suckers, and rostellum. And also they are surrounded by the cuticle. Here, why means the digestive withstand with the digestive enzymes of host. Withstand the digestive glands of host. Here, and also they are having the more eggs. The parasites are releasing of the more number of eggs. More number of eggs are released for the survival purpose. For example, here the cuticle is formed in the Ascaris and fasciola. In the Ascaris also, now only we discussed before that cuticle, surrounding cuticle is present, and also fascia. Next, the eggs are mainly example, Tinea solium, Tinea, and the Ascaris. Now only we discussed Ascaris is releasing the 2 lakhs of eggs. Tinea, this is having the how many proglatids are present inside of this one means 700 to 900 proglatids are present. Each and every proglatid is having the 3000. Each proglatid contain 3500 eggs are present. Imagine how many eggs are released by this one. Clear? That's why they are having the number of eggs are released, and the life cycles are more complicated. Life cycles are more complex. Life cycles are more complex with several larval forms. Number of larval forms are present. Several larval forms. Example, fasciola. Fasciola is having the number of 6 to 7 larval forms are present. Here, that's why it is the complex the life cycle is present. Fasciola. Here. Next, they are producing the parasites are producing the anti-enzymes. Here, for the neutralizing of the host digestive enzymes, they are producing the anti-enzymes. Next, they are having they every time change the antigen, change the surface antigen, change the surface antigen every time. Here, why means for the escaping of the vaccines. escaping of vaccines. Example, HIV and the plasmodium. From this biology in human welfare, we discussed the two SAQs. One is called as a parasitic adaptation and tobacco adverse effects. Here, one more, the adaptations are attached in the structures, the cuticle, and more eggs are released, and the more complex life cycles are present, and the anti-enzymes they are producing change the surface antigen every time. These are about the adaptations. Next class we discuss about the SAQs of another lessons. The tomorrow same time we will meet.